And today I wanted to demonstrate a brand new MP3 audio repeater built by FIX Electronics. It utilizes dry input contacts, so you can use either buttons or relays to trigger 7 different audio tracks, or you can use RS-45 control. First, I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate some dry input contacts by toggling through the different channels. And that last input has been pre-programmed to play a folder cyclically or loop. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the software view here first and show you what some of this stuff basically is. Here I'm accessing this, and right here is where you can change the actual RS-45 Modbus address for the actual module itself. And basically all I'm going to do here is basically connect to it. And I want to save these settings because later I'll be demonstrating this with a controller, how to control via RS-45. And I want to stop this so I can demonstrate some of the features within this software view. I can play a folder, I can stop it, I can play a folder cyclically, I'll stop it, increase volume. So pretty much all the other functions that you can do outside of the software view, you can do this here. You can test, you can save the RS-45 address. So I'm going to save this once more. I'm going to close this view out, and I'm going to access the programming feature here. And I'm going to demonstrate how I was able to program these inputs. So what I want to use these for, here are the features first. You can play a folder cyclically, you can play a file from an MP3 folder, you can pause, continue, stop, you can have the volume ramp up, volume down, you can set the volume level, and then you have an equalizer option. What I want to do is use it to play a file inside of an MP3 folder. So I'm going to go ahead and toggle through these fairly quickly and select MP3 folder for 6 of them. And on the 7th one, I want to do a loop feature. So first one, toggle file 1, second one, 2, and so on. So I have here basically file number 1 through 6, inputs 1 through 6, and on input 7, I'm going to play a file that has the number of 0 in a folder 01. Let's program the device. Okay, it's complete. I'll close this little window off. And now I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate again by jumping through one more time with my wires, and you'll have the same function that I showed previously. And there I'm just basically jumping through what I just programmed. Oh. And that is our play cyclically, or loop on that last folder there on input 7. And then lastly, I want to show you using a custom controller that FIX Electronics, Alex over there, actually custom built for me. It was one of the latest controllers he made. It's an STM based microcontroller. I'm going to demonstrate the microcontroller RS-45 function. Let me give you a little view of the actual controller here. So this features optically isolated inputs and outputs, and has onboard relays. It has an STM processor, and I'm going to be using it today for some basic outputs and for RS-45 control of this FA-01 MP3 module. So you can be used as a standalone player with inputs, or you can take control of it using a microcontroller or a PLC or another device that you basically want to access via Modbus. So I'm going to go ahead and toggle this input here. And you get to see a little bit of display of basically the controller using this MP3 player in conjunction with a microprocessor. So I'm glad you were able to join me today. I just wanted to demonstrate this new audio player, and it's targeted toward entertainment applications / industrial applications. So as you can tell, it's a very robust design. It has an internal amp. It operates on 7 to 12 volts DC. It has optically isolated inputs. Obviously 1 through 7, you have a shared ground common. So, and you also have a separate, you have a barrel jack input, and then you have an RS-45 port, and you have a mono speaker terminal jack here for 2 conductors if you did not want to use the stereo line out, but I'm demonstrating with stereo via this PC here. So thank you again for joining me. And if you have any questions, if you want to leave any comments on the video, I'm going to be showing demonstrations using a PLC as well. This is an STM microcontroller, but feel free to leave a message there or reach out to me if you have any other questions. And once again,